So, watching your time. Okay, set my timer.
But why are we going live?
Because we like to be authentic, right? Just
Authentic.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God,
Let's go.
Alright, anyways. Today we're going to be talking about on episode 17 of the Candy Talk series.
Candy Talk series has been a ride. 17.
Unnecessary, but anyways. Today we're going to be talking about...
Can you say to everybody where they can find us? So, that's the only
On
time
YouTube,
we can advertise ourselves and share our message and our mission. I know.
So anyways,
Stay focused.
today we're going to be talking about fear of an exercise or exercises.
Exercising, exercise.
It could be any one of those three.
Why and how, and I will share a couple simple practical tips.
Our point of view and if that has affected us in the past.
And why is the reason we chose this with this topic? I guess I can give props to T. He came up with the topic, but I guess he kind of got inspired by the fear frenzy that we have going on here in North Carolina. It's fear everywhere. So, since we are so fearful of what's, events out of our control happen, sometimes that fear overlaps also in our growth, in our health, in our physical activities, our fit routine, sports, anything else. So I think it's a great subject to kind of touch bases, and maybe the fear of exercise will help you get T's adjusting. Here's some stuff with a bigger. That will motivate you to apply that strength and maybe some practical tips to how you deal with fear, and sometimes they're overcoming you, and how you build that mental strength and emotional strength. So go ahead. Fear of exercise. Since you came up with it, just like that, I will let you take the lead. From your perspective, fear of exercise, fear of exercises, or exercise, whatever you want to call it. Of exercise is actually the exercise that you will complete in a workout or try it out, and exercising is the full routine. So it's up to you. There are two different options. How you want to...
It can be an exercise or multiple, or just exercising in the whole.
Yeah, so go ahead. And you told everybody where everybody can find us. They can find us on YouTube at BFH by Katya. You can find us on our Facebook group at K&T Talk series. Tristan's been sick a little bit, so he kind of is slacking with the workouts. Hopefully he'll get back on track next week, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll have a new format. 10-minute workout still will be available for you. Hopefully it motivates you. You still can find the ones we did with weeks prior. Just check them out. We like the live because I think it motivates you to at least do a stretch. Yeah, think about it if you're not in that mode. So I think we do an impact of that nature.
Quick disclaimer. Tomorrow we'll be doing my workout at lunchtime.
Yeah, 11 or 11:30. What do you think?
I'll go 12.
You'll go 12? Okay, you're cool. Because you're having a sickness day, right?
Mm-hmm. So I have the whole day.
Yeah. So then you can check, like I said, our Facebook group on K&T Talk series. You can check my page, BFH by Katya. I just started to abbreviate all that. Working on cool projects. I'm doing Friday. Hopefully, I'll get it done. My new dear to my heart project, Coach Wisdom, episode 3. Yes, the episode 3. On my trials, my errors during my fitness journey. It still continues, but it's there. And maybe something that you'll learn, maybe something that will trigger you to overcome or make a change in your life. So that's that. I think I did all my intro. Now I'll let you take the topic away and move with it as I'm drinking my tea because my hands are cold. It's cold outside, so go ahead. Go ahead. Fear of exercising.
So, fear of exercising, first let me explain it a little bit before I actually explain some
topic. Yes, that's
before I explain some of past experiences of this
Oh.
thing happening. So fear of exercise can be, let's say, like you're afraid of doing push-ups because you may get like tired, or you're worried you may pull some muscle or something like that. It can be this kind of sense of any single workout. It's mostly some of the more challenging but more mainstream workouts like pull-ups, push-ups.
I remember when you were almost crying to do a push-up because you were afraid that bending your elbows more than 90 degrees will do something to you. I remember that.
Really?
And a lot of people have that, so that's a really common, they feel that
Yeah,
something
but
will
first,
happen.
before getting back to that, we have to
Yeah.
kind of touch on it before we get into the actual examples of it that we've experienced. So, well, this can happen as it's more and more complex, but general exercise. This happens to, as you know, basic exercises, but are still complex, like push-ups or pull-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pull-ups are more are better for smaller people or way less.
So it enhances your body
Yes.
structure. Mm-hmm.
Like if you're taller, you'll have much more struggle. So, like I can probably do like 5 tops.
So, do you think that fear of exercise and exercising, right? Do you think comes from the fact that people never tried that exercise before? Or do you think that it's the complexity of exercise?
It can vary.
It can vary. What do you think is the first, like, what's actually behind that fear? Because as soon as you identify that fear can dissipate.
Most of the time, it's mostly before you even tried the workout. Cause like, oh God, I have many people can't do much of this workout, so why
Like
should I try it?
Yeah, like you started the 10-minute workouts. 10-minute workouts like months ago. Like how you felt the first time you tried it? Like you went live and you have not done this. Like how you felt? Did you feel like you had that little bit of not even exercising, like practicing, performing the exercise?
No.
Interesting. So that's cool about kids. They actually don't have that fear. They just
No,
kind of go and do the thing.
Sometimes, some exercises.
Okay.
It's more of like push-ups and pulls are more of like what everyone.
Do you think that people have the fear of exercise because they had never tried it before, that specific exercise or workout? So that's the first, let's say, block behind the fear. The second one is because they never did it, they don't know how to move their body, so they feel subconscious that, they feel uncomfortable because they don't know they will make to form. So that's the second one, because I've seen that. And the third one is if they have injuries, like they have like knee injury, shoulder injury, any kind of injury, or like they had, previous, like they had some kind of surgery or anything else, they will have that fear of exercise because they don't want to feel the pain, right?
Yeah, but it can also be the other occurrence, as I said before, like let's say it can, as you said before.
So I just identify the why.
Yes, what you said is the common way of it.
Why,
the less common way is like you did the workout and you're afraid of doing it again because you did it badly and you're like.
Yeah, because you
you're like
felt
all shaky or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like you feel a little bit tired, or you get
Yeah.
sore because you never did it. So what people don't understand, every time you go in any strength training routine, or let's say you mix up with a circuit, anyway, if you've been a while and you're getting in a really clear fitness routine 2-3 times a week or maybe more, what happens with your body, you put a lot of, what happens is you create this impact on your body. And your body, adjusts to that work that amount of work output that it needs to happen during that workout. So you'll feel the muscle tightness. That's for everyone who starts a workout. You'll feel a little bit of soreness. Remember, you need to differentiate the soreness from tightness. They're two different things. Some people identify tightness with soreness. Again, they're two different things. Tight means that you are tight. You feel a lot of pulling in all the joints and all the major muscles. Soreness is completely different. Soreness, you feel the achiness with the entire body. You cannot raise your hand if you did a lot of upper body. You cannot move your joints properly. So all those things are different. So I want to make sure, usually what I get feedback from the client when they get into the new fitness routine, they always just say, hey, I was achy and I felt sore. Maybe they did not. It's normal to feel tight. You do because you have not done that workout before and your body will have that reaction. That's why our bodies adapt with the time, adapt with with the weight, if you're using any kind of weight. And as soon as you adapt with the routine, you hit that plateau, then you need to do another progression and modify your workout. So those are the items that you kind of want to think about it. And some people, like Tristan said, you do 2 or 3 workouts that you get in this fitness routine, you're super motivated, super excited, I'm getting in, I want to get healthy, and you do 2 or 3 workouts and you feel all this achiness because your body is finally moving. You have more blood flow going on in your joints are getting more pressure because you're adding the weight, and that's what's happening, and they get that fear that you talked about.
Yes.
They're fearful to do that again because they never felt this before, or it's been a long time ago or a while ago they felt that way. But that gets better because your body has a shock. If you don't move your body, it gets in the dormant state. Dormant state, thank you. And you're not moving, so this will create that reaction. It is something that is really normal, and that's when you need that mental strength to overcome that physical feeling that you have from it, that your brain is signaling to you, creates that, fear. Because it is. It's like, oh, I don't want to go and do this again. I just did the boot camp, or I did this push-ups, or I did a lot of squats. I don't want to do this again because I'll feel the same way. But no, I feel the same way. I feel tight now. I'll not do it. And that's when you are creating yourself that roadblock, that fear of maybe overcoming and creating that, and making that, continuing that stimulus to create an adaptation in your body. So your body actually responds to fitness routine and starts changing, because as soon as you're making those breaks, I do this week, I take a break next week, I do it again, it's inconsistency. So your body will not change. Your body will move 1 step forward, 2 steps back, so you always will be in that limbo. So it's up to you to overcome that, and this is where consistency is another key to keep that fear away, right? Okay, do you think it's anything else from your perspective or your, I know you had problems with push-ups. What else that you felt like?
No, those really the only exercises.
And it's common. Like a lot of people have fears like, okay, I never did this exercise. How I moved, all funky. This is like how I do it. So your body goes from an educational process. So all your, your brain gets the information, then all your cells start getting the information, then your body starts moving. So it takes a couple trials to actually learn and exercise. And I think that's one of the very common fear.
So don't be embarrassed if you have that.
That's the right word. Embarrassed, ashamed, have that shame or guilt. There are so many ways.
Like, it's normal.
Yeah, I was the same way.
I don't have to feel guilty for it.
Yeah, I was felt very, not even, yes, I felt kind of ashamed because when I get in, I felt always clumsy because I'm so apprehensive of my surgery, my implants. For me, it was very difficult to overcome the bench press block because I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm moving funky. I'm not sure if I have the right form. So I needed to overcome that mental block, and that was one for me. Every time I'm moving in a heavier load progression, I have that fear, but that actually motivates me. It gets me this, okay, I hear you, I'm here, I hear you, I hear my brain saying, oh, you can't do it, this is too much, oh my God. Seeing that weight, it creates a shock, and I'm like, okay, I'm putting my music on, and I'm just like wrecking into it. That's when I just jump over and, break that wall, that invisible wall that I talked before. So that's what I do, right? Because I don't have those startup fears anymore. I'm on a different fitness level, but for all the clients out there, pretty much those are some of the common
Yes.
Fear-based for starting exercising, not like that. Anything else that you have? And I'll go on some tips how you can overcome this, right? Anything else from your stories? Yeah, a couple. I'm surprised that you want to share any. Come on, we're just having a conversation here.
What do you mean?
Well, everybody has fear. You just need to admit to them, because if you
No.
admit to them, or like actually, observe and
Yes, I know. Push-ups was my
define
only
push-ups.
fear.
Okay, explain how you felt. I'm really curious, because I did see how your face changed, like you had different facial expressions, and you were breathing. So when you let the fear overcome you, that's when you start, your heart rate goes up, you're not breathing correctly when you're doing the exercise, so that actually impact your exercise and hurt you more. So you want to control your breath so your heart rate stays constant, and go in those, and not for something that you do with the body, you're in zone 4 because your heart rate is at 160. So you want to control that. It has nothing to do with you working out towards that exercise and you're already halfway through. I'm just talking about starting an exercise. Okay, so what was for you the push-up like?
Oh, well, as you said before,
Mhm.
right there, those are the common symptoms of when you face that fear of exercise, fear of that certain exercise.
Yeah, like how was for you when you did the push-up? Like, what do you feel like when you went down? Like,
Well,
how
I felt
was it?
a struggle, and then after a few times I started to get,
You felt also frustrated because you were not
Yeah.
sure why you cannot do it, right?
and then
You felt
after,
weakness because you
Yes.
couldn't go down?
then of course I started to get into it. Now I can do push-ups.
How do you think overcome? What is your best advice? Practical tip how to overcome that fear, that specific exercise that you dealt with.
Well, you just have to keep on, as you said before, consistency.
So you keep practicing.
Yes. Consistency.
Practicing is what will get you over that invisible wall of fear of exercise, of a specific exercise that you have one. I know everybody out there has one. If you have bad knees, you don't want to do lunges and you don't want to do squats. If you have bad back, you don't do back exercises and you don't do deadlifts, which is stupid because deadlifts will actually help you to reduce that back pain and get you back a strong back. Adding a lift. If you don't do, push-ups because you feel that your shoulders, you had some upper trap or something. So I heard so many out there, not that there are excuses. Pain sits with us, and pain is getting recorded in our nervous cells, in our nervous central system. So the brain actually automatically will tell us, because we already have that information in print. It'll say, hey, don't do it. Remember how it was 3 years ago. Remember how it was last time. So we'll do it for you, but you actually are healed. Even if you had an injury, you are healed because your joints are healing. Or if you have, it heals. You can start somewhere in the slow pace of that specific exercise and progress slowly and get more confidence, right? So confidence is the second one. Be confident. How you kill the fear, the block, is with confidence. Hey, I can do it, all right? So we have practicing. You need to practice, because otherwise you will just, if you don't practice, that fear will always stay with you. You always say, hey, I can't do, like I said, my thing I had for a year, I couldn't do bench press because I was like, okay, I can do dumbbell presses, I can do push-ups, but I'm like, I can't do bench press. So then I put myself, I gave me this block, and I said, okay, I need to practice, and I'll start with the lightweight. I'll start only with the barbell, and that's all I'll do. It's just the movement. Again, body weight first, adding a very, easy weight for you. That's how you slowly practicing, building that confidence. You overcome the fear. Okay, fear of exercising, fear of exercise. Because first block that we have that we associate the fear with is the pain, because we are really associating with any pain for us is discomfort. Discomfort equals pain. Unfortunately, discomfort is not only pain. That's how we feel it and understanding it mentally. Actually, pain is pain, discomfort is discomfort. They're again two different things. but we need to understand and let our brain distinguish between pain and what is a chronic pain and how you overcome pain and discomfort. So just giving again some concepts that I want you to think about it, because the only way that you can actually take control and start something is by taking a step back, making a plan, staying strong, and checking in with yourself, observing that thing. Is this pain or is this discomfort? Is this tightness or this is soreness? And I'm diving a little bit deep because I want to make sure you hear the message clearly from my passion, my struggles to you. It's really, really important, because that's the only way you will build up and achieve whatever your fitness goals are, right? Or your active lifestyle, whatever you want to do in that area.
Yes.
What do you say? So we have practicing, which equals consistency, right? We have building the confidence, right?
Yes.
What other practical tips we have?
Well, I can't really say much here.
And discipline will do the same thing.
Yes, discipline will also do that.
Because we'll eliminate the, I can't talk here today, it's been a long day. Eliminates the fear. Why do you think the discipline will eliminate the fear?
Because when you're disciplined, you have a more clear view of stuff.
And you're focused.
Yes.
So it's not like unexpected event that you need to do. Yes. You're not like, oh my God. You're just like, okay, I planned. I made the plan, I'm disciplined. Let's say I have a goal that I want to work out twice a week for 30 minutes. Very achievable goal. Twice a week, 2 days, 30 minutes. That's all you do. You have that planned in your calendar. That's when that fear will not knock on your door during that time, because you already told your brain that I am doing that. So you already set yourself to overcome and fight the fear. When you go into actual moment of doing the workout, so moving into the action stage, that's when the fear is still there. You're acknowledging the fear, but you still are focused because you already set your goal of doing that workout. Does that make sense? Well, not only the workout, and this applies to all areas of your life. The same thing, we did not, fear of new. We have anxiety, we're nervous. That's very organic, very, that's very organic for us to feel. It's normal. It's how and the only way we do it through the learning process of practicing is learning into the active lifestyle, fitness routine, overcoming and achieving your fitness goals, right? Cool. What else would happen? Do we have any other ones? This is just simple tips. Simple, practical tips.
I really don't have anything. Again, it's consistency and all the other things you said.
Equal practicing.
Yes.
Discipline equal builds more confidence and, okay? Do you think if people want to like I do, they have already a good fitness level, they feel like they're intermediate, they feel comfortable, they have a workout routine. What do you think when a coach, challenges them to go heavier? What do you think is the reaction? Your brain said, no, I can't do it.
Well, it depends. I would,
Because remember, I did did you share your experience? Because during the Easter, we went to the beach and you did barbell squats, right? Do you remember how much weight it was?
Yeah.
Because you remember it and how much weight it was. How much?
I forgot.
It was 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You had the barbell, was the small barbell, you had 25, then you had 10s on each.
So I was doing 50-pound deadlifts and 50-pound squats.
Yeah, how you felt? This was the first time I finally challenged you to do a real compound exercise.
Yes, which is not good for my age.
Yes, it is. You're 12, so you need to start.
But
remember,
it's better for more developed people.
No, there are kids that start crying and doing things younger than you.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
my thing is, I love like Lila Lift, the girl that is 13, that she's doing cleans, barbell cleans. Remember I showed you the videos? I would love to have her on one of our talk series. I want to chat with her because she's such an amazing, inspirational kid, and she does things that are beyond of my imagination, and she's only 13. So hopefully I'll get in touch with her parents to see if we can kind of do that, you know, some kind of cool conversation with her. I just want to hear her perspective, like how she gets motivated. She's a kid and she's really into it. Like she really.
How much does she lift?
Right now I think she had almost 15 pounds on each side. She was doing a full barbell, like Olympic barbell is 45 pounds. A smaller, I don't know, half barbell, it's 25 pounds. Just kind of give you some references over there. So anyway, you did a small bar, you know, with how you felt. Like, tell me. I know with squats you were a little bit kind of.
Well, before if you want.
No, like tell me how you experienced. That's what I want to hear. I really want to hear that because I want you to share with everybody how you felt. And you know, after first set, you were a little bit shaky. Then you took a couple of breaths, you focused, and you actually did pretty good. I was really impressed. So,
well, you really want to, when you're doing a new something, you want to test before you go all in.
yes.
And you feel comfortable and have confidence.
But remember, sometimes discomfort will create that progress.
Yes.
Especially into strength training if you use a weight.
But like, as you said, in my first set, I kind of took it easy because I wanted to see if I could do it properly.
And it's the form because you added some weight. Because you did body weight squats.
Yeah.
And you did dumbbells, but you never had the barbell. So for you was I think it was even weird to feel that on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
I've done kettlebell, which
Yeah.
is like right here instead of like right
You
here.
did goblet squats.
It's different.
So when you was here, how did it feel? Like, did you feel a lot of strain? Like, I'm curious.
Here, I mean, you have your shoulders like this. It already creates strain. So, and of course you have 50 pounds more on your pushing to your legs.
Okay.
Well, for my legs, it wasn't the hardest part. It was the actual form that was the hardest part.
Yeah. Because you need to focus on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So first of all, your brain's like, oh my god, I have this weight. So that's your first shock. Then the second shock, oh my god, I need
That
to go
wasn't
down.
my
No,
shock.
it's your brain. It's your brain is like, you know, assessing the situation. Then you go in down and you're like, what I'm doing, am I breathing? Remember I said, deep breaths, hold your breath, go down. For the squat, you hold your breath, you go down, 9 degrees, exhale as you're coming out, remember? And it took you a couple times because you were trying to...
But then I got the hang of it.
Yeah, how you felt? I'm really like curious because it was a very cool moment for me as a mom and as a coach as well. It's very hard to train your kid when you are his mom and you are still a fitness coach. It's very hard because your kid takes it a completely different approach. He thinks in this situation that I'm too harsh on him, but I'm actually not.
No, you're just being obnoxious because whenever I'm trying to do it, you're like.
I'm trying to make sure that let's I got the point. That I'm trying to make sure that you are what? You're focusing and you kind of, again, because I don't want you to get injured. So
yeah.
you like, as soon as I said it, so how we started, let's go with this, that's how we started. I was like, go shoulder width apart. Move your toes 45. And you were like, not doing it right. I'm like, okay. You said, I know it. And I was like, no, you don't know it because with the barbell, it's a little bit different than body weight squat. You need to make sure you have
Yes, but you say that before you even start.
Yeah, because I walk you through how to do it. Then I finally put the barbell on your shoulders. So tell me how you felt. So let's go over it.
Well,
It's not that dramatic, but Tristan's trying to make it dramatic.
Strength-wise, it was pretty average. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't feel.
I know. I asked you. I kind of challenged you because I asked you to go lower to hit.
Yeah.
Because the first time you even hit 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So the first time, any exercise that you start for the first time, remember you'll never hit the full range of motion. Meaning starting from the starting
So
point
you
to the end
challenged?
point. I did. Yeah.
I could probably do 75, to be honest.
No, the form. On the form, I was asking you to go 90, then ask you to go deeper. So how you felt again? I'm keeping track because I'm trying to get something out of you. I mean, you really don't want to share.
Well, the form was obviously the hardest part, because
Okay.
form is usually the hardest part of any exercise, depending on your strength.
Plus, you didn't have any mirror, so you did not see yourself.
Yes, that was another
So that's
challenge.
another thing. If you really want to start an exercise,
It's
it's good to have mirrors, or you can like video yourself from an angle, because you want to make sure you have the right form, you hit that movement properly, touching all the point, start point to the end point. So you want to have those. So mirrors, taking videos, that's what I do. So some of the videos that I actually post on Instagram.
Actually,
Just on the form, check it. That's why the way they do. I do not have time, believe me, to get my professional equipment and put out there. I just do it from different angles because I want to see if I improve on the form and I hit the right angle. I record all the muscles. I'm all in the specific line, so that's the purpose of me actually taking videos in the gym, and that's why I do it. And if I see something that it's okay, then I will add it to my posting, because maybe some of you out there will see the form, will inspire you to add more weights, add that exercise in your routine. So this is just explaining why I'm doing for what, and of course to market myself and share with you my knowledge and what I do in a gym setting. Cool.
Deadlifts were also the form was the hardest part.
So deadlifts. T did deadlifts. Okay. What do you think it was? It was the hinge movement.
Yeah, that hinge was the hardest part.
And I know, and it's funny that you're saying, because a lot of people do not know how to hip hinge. I've seen, for people it's very easy to squat. So squat is moving your butt back and down. Hip hinge is a little bit different. It's the hinging of the door. You closing the door, you're opening. So you need to move your hips, butt back as far as you can. So when you do that, you're engaging all your hips. You're engaging. So it's very hard. It's funny that you said that. Hinging, the hinging movement is the most, because we have such a tight hip flexors, our quads, because of a lot of sitting, and all our abs and core muscles are so tight and weak, because they're always tight. We're very weak in our glutes and hamstrings. So for us, doing that hip hinging is a challenge. And I'm glad that you said that. That's awesome. Okay.
Well, I think we should start wrapping.
It's okay. Let's talk about the deadlift, then we'll finish up. I promise. Okay. So the hip hinge was the most difficult.
I have to say.
It's more so the hinging.
Yes.
So how many? Do you remember how many reps it took to get the hang of hinging? To go and execute.
Yeah, I forgot.
So we did a conventional. We did a traditional deadlift, and we did a sumo deadlift. We did both.
We did both.
Because I wanted to see how you feel about it. What do you see the difference?
I feel sumo was easier.
Why do you think sumo was easier?
Because when you have your legs spread out, it's kind of easy to move your hips back. But when you're not like this, it's harder.
Right.
Because
you know why?
here you start to have your back like this when you're like this, but here you just go like
and
this.
And you know why sumo's easier? That's another thing. So if you want to get into deadlifts, actually sumo's a little bit easier, because you're reducing the distance between the floor and your limbs, right? You're reducing that distance. Plus you are widening your base or foot stance. So you already have more advantage in performing that deadlift, sumo deadlift, and adding more weight. So that's a tip from me. And I will start also, start with sumo, maybe move it into conventional. Conventional, again, you shorten, the distance is longer, and you have a narrow foot stance. And when you have a narrow foot stance, you really need to engage those glutes. You really need to engage those hamstrings. If you do have very weak hamstrings, what you'll do, you'll engage more of your back. And that's how you get a back injury. That's how you get a back strain.
Yes,
so engaging glutes and hamstring more than your back. Your back is also part of the deadlift, but that's just to give you an idea.
I think we are getting off the topic here a little bit, so
no,
I think
it's cool. It's cool because it's cool to share.
Anyways, I think we should start wrapping up
so
here.
Practical tips. Let's go over again and see if we can share something else. But I think there's a pretty good. I think we've added anything.
But as you know, number one is consistency. What should really
Practicing.
Yes.
And remember, you should not feel ashamed, first of all.
Don't feel
Everybody
embarrassed.
starts, don't feel embarrassed. Everybody starts and learns
That's a clean
and you
slate.
exercise. So I feel this every time, even right now, if I want to try a new exercise that I have not done it ever, or a new equipment if I go in the gym, I always feel that way. What I do say, it's okay, I will learn, I'll get better. So I will learn, I'll get better. So those are the things that you want to say. Accept that embarrassment, accept that moment of you learning. It's like you are a baby and you're taking baby steps, right? Standing up, and babies, they're very confident and they fall off, they cry a little bit, get up and go ahead. So the same thing, just have the same attitude, okay? So practicing consistency, building that plan so you stay mentally focused, so you're not let the fear interfere with your plan, right? Your goals, okay? What else? What else we talked about? That's it? That's it?
Yes.
Yes,
And of course,
of course.
you
You're blank? You're blank?
Yes.
Yeah, so rewind, check it out. I think we just kind of got caught up in our
Yes.
conversations, but it's cool. And every time you have a fear of any exercise, just find somebody who inspires you. Find somebody who is comfortable with that exercise, who can coach you through. If you want to get a fitness coach, I'm here. If you have a fitness coach, go with it. But like I said, sometimes having that buddy for workout, buddy to help you to learn a new exercise, it's the great approach. You want to learn, and you want to learn from somebody who's comfortable doing exercise. Just be careful. Everybody's form is different based on their limb and body form. So sometimes your squat will look different from your girlfriend body workout person. They will look different. There's just some key points that you want to start just because we have the squat challenge from me. But otherwise, we are cool.
Wrapping
This is
this
cool.
up, time to do a little thing. Well, Mom gets ready to turn.
Confidence, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Confidence.
confidence.
I knew it was something else.
Yeah, I felt it too. Right?
Yeah, okay. Confidence. And again, so this is emotional, being emotionally fit, emotional tools. Confidence to overcome fear.
Yes, let's
Focus and discipline is the mental fit, and physically fit is you actually practicing and being consistent. So here we go. We touched on all the three aspects.
Anyways, I hope you all enjoy it by wrapping this up. Just want to give a few notes on my workout tomorrow. We'll be trying it with the music.
Ooh, cool.
This time.
And maybe I'll write it down in your workout or make some mixes.
Yes.
Do you want to try to your Rex or are you gonna?
Yeah, but it's more biased because it's like $200, so.
It's not biased. It's like you can do. It's okay.
Yeah,
I will
but
try. I will do one with you. Then you'll be comfortable to do it on the camera.
No, I don't think we should.
It's cool. I think a lot of people can purchase a suspension trainer.
Yeah, but we are
and
not focusing on. We're focusing on everyone, not
It's okay. It's okay. But maybe some people want to buy it. It's a cool home equipment that you can
I
use.
know I do.
Okay, I will take this offline. We were debating something. I know will happen. Eventually, T is doing his workout. 12 o'clock. He committed. Hashtag effort. He committed to it. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to subscribe to BFH.
Bye, Katya.